Hi guys, welcome back. Here's the eye tutorial I said I would upload in my last video. I am using the Vice palette to create this look, but I'm sure if you have eyeshadows in your collection that are similar, they'll work just fine too. This isn't a full face tutorial, just an eye tutorial, but I'll link everything that I used to create the whole look down below in the drop box. And this is my first voiceover, so I'm really sorry if there's any crackling or popping in the background. I tried to edit it the best that I could. If you want to see how to create this look, keep on watching. I already primed my eyes, and here I'm just taping the corners so that I get a cleaner line. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and the color Bitter. I'm tapping off the excess, and I'm going right into that outer corner of the eye with most of the product in little circles. And then whatever excess is left on the brush, you're just going to do little circles and swipes in towards the center of the crease. Doing that to the other side. You do want to blend this as much as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to take Framed, and this is going to go mostly on the outer corner of the brow bone. Anywhere that there might be a harsh line that you couldn't blend out, this color is really going to help to blend that out. And this is what it will look like after that step. I'm going to take that same fluffy brush in the color Underhand. It's this really pretty cranberry color. And I'm just kind of blending that color into Bitter. This is just creating a base for the next step. The next step is taking a more condensed fluffy brush, and I'm just going in with that same color, and I'm intensifying that outer V, and going into the crease a little bit too, just to intensify the crease as well. After that step's done, I'm taking this Sonia Kashuk, it's a flat-headed brush, and I'm just going to spray it. It's a packing brush, and I'm taking Flame, and I'm putting this on my lid. Just all over the lid, wherever that cranberry shade isn't, is where I'm putting Flame. You might have to pack this on there just to get the intensity that you prefer. Like I said before, I'm concentrating that wherever the cranberry shade is not, and then I'm dragging the excess towards the cranberry shade but not into it, because we are going to put a transition shade there. The transition shade we're using is called Fastball, and this has a little bit more pink in it, so it's going to add a little bit more depth and color. And it's going to help it to fade nicely from peach right into the cranberry shade. I'm just tapping that where they combine and connect. I'm actually going back in with a little bit more Flame because I wanted that inner corner to be a little bit more intense. Not the tear duct, but the inner corner. That's what it'll look like afterwards. And this is just another Sonia Kashuk brush. This is just a fluffy brush. And I'm just blending these together. I got that a long time ago. It's actually not very soft, but it works. This is another Sonia Kashuk brush. I like them. And it's more condensed. I'm spraying it with MAC Fix Plus and going back in with Underhand to intensify that a little bit more. This is a really nice crease brush. It fits right into that crease really nicely. And then you don't have to do this, but I just went back in with Bitter into that corner, and I just repeated those first two steps just to intensify it a little bit more, because after all those colors were on there, you kind of get lost in all those colors, and that crease wasn't dark enough for my liking. But this time I am focusing framed more towards the inner corner of the eye, and then just blending that towards the outer corner, just to keep that brow bone and inner corner of the eye lighter. And then I am pulling it a little bit into that flame color just to blend any lines out that may be in that crease there. I'm going in with Bella White. This is actually a Milani shade, but you can take whatever white color you have or whatever base highlighter color that you like. I'm just really pale right now, and that framed color wasn't light enough for my personal taste. And then just whatever highlighter base you use, blend that out. You can use framed if you want, but I just decided to go on with something lighter. This is actually the highlighter that I use on my cheekbones, so I'm going in with, it's the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the color number 2, and I'm using that highlighter shade. It's a gold color to go right under the eyebrow bone. That's going to go on the inner corner too, but the Vice palette does have a really pretty highlight shade. It's called Bones, and that'll do just as fine. Or you can use whatever highlighter you use that day, like I did. I like to use a pencil brush for the inner corner of my eye. It's just a personal preference, but use whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'm dragging that a little bit up into that lighter framed color that's on that inner corner. And we're going to go into the underneath part. Do your eyeliner however you please. I'm using Delete, and I'm going right under that lash line. If you want to keep it more daytime appropriate, then you might just want to keep that underneath eye part a little bit lighter, and you can just swipe some of your highlighter under there with some of that framed color again. I'm using a smudge brush, and I'm pulling that color further in, and then I go in with Bitter to warm things up a little bit. And then just to blend things out, I'm using Framed, and I'm going right over that just to help everything blend a little bit more and ombre out. I don't really know if that's a word, ombre out, but I'm using it. And I'm cleaning myself up a little bit because I'm a mess. And pulling that highlight shade out towards the outer corner as well. Use whatever mascara you want to use. I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and it doesn't really matter because I ended up putting false lashes on anyway. So here's the finished look. And then remember to set it with your favorite setting spray. I'm just using one by Urban Decay. This is one of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will talk to you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe! Thanks guys for watching.